Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine. Students, we are in unit 5, that is computer programming. In today's lesson, we will discuss the if then else statement, which is a conditional statement used in basic programming language. The fundamental decision making statement in basic is the if statement. It enables you to test for a condition to perform action. The simple general form is line number and then the keyword or reserve word if, and after that we have to mention the condition inside the parenthesis, and then we used to write the then keyword, and then there are any statements that we want to execute if the condition is true, so those will be written in statements. The statement following the reserve word then will be carried out if and only if the condition is true. Otherwise, the statement following the if then will be executed next. If there are any statements after that, so those will be executed in that case. Otherwise, nothing will be executed. If the condition is true, then the statements following the then keyword will be executed. Otherwise, nothing is going to be executed if there are no statements outside the then block. For example, here on line number 50, there is a statement in which we have used the if then statement. We have written the keyword if, and after that inside the parentheses we have mentioned the condition that if marks is a variable which has got a numeric value. If the value of marks is greater than 33, then is the keyword, and print, we are writing the print statement which will display the message pass. The if then statement is flowcharted with the familiar diamond and decision symbol as shown in the figure. Just like here in this figure, you can see that the diamond symbol is used to represent the decision statement in programming, as we have studied in flowcharting unit. If the condition is true, then a block of statement is going to be executed. If the condition is false, then maybe another block of statement is going to be executed. So we can say that whenever we have to write such a program in which we have to evaluate a condition, so for that purpose we will be using the if then statement. The second form of the if statement is as follows. Now here we are using the if then else statement along with the else. First we have to mention the line number, then the keyword if, and followed by the condition, then the then keyword which is followed by statements. If the condition is true, then the statement following the then keyword will be executed, and if the condition is false, so in that case the statements following the else keyword will be executed. So here we are making one of the two decisions. If the condition is true, there will be a different output. If the condition is false, there will be another output. So there are two possible outputs, and one of them will be executed. With if else statement, if condition is true, the statement following the reserved word then is executed. As I told you, if the condition is false, then statement after else will be executed. For example, line number 50, we have written the if then else statement. If then marks greater than 33, this is the condition, then print pass. If the condition is true, means the value of marks is greater than 33 in reality, so it will display the message pass. Otherwise, it will display fail. The above statement will print pass if the student's marks are greater than 33 and will print fail if marks are less than 33. So, with if-else statement, we perform one of the two actions. That is, it is used to perform one action when a given condition is true and different action when the condition is false. This could be illustrated with the flowcharted diagram given below. So here, first of all, the condition is evaluated just like we have written if followed by a condition. If the condition is true, then action 1 is going to be performed. And then the statements after action 1 is going to be performed. If the condition is false, then another action, we call it action 2, is going to be performed, and after that the other statements are going to be executed. Okay, here we have an example, a basic program to display the larger one out of two given unequal numbers. At line number 10, we have the input statement which displays enter any two unequal numbers. X and Y are the variables for which we will input two unequal numbers. Then we are writing the if then else statement. If X is greater than Y, then print X is a larger number. Else print Y is a larger number. As we know that the numbers are unequal, so one of these numbers must be larger and the other one will be smaller. So this condition will evaluate, will find out that whether X is a larger number or Y is a larger number, and then we are writing the end statement. For example, if we run this statement, first it will display the message enter any two unequal numbers. First we input 8, which is going to be stored inside variable X, and then we press the enter key. Then we give or we input the second number, that is 6, which is going to be executed to be stored inside variable Y. So here we already know that 8 is larger than 6. So whenever this statement is executed, so it will evaluate it like this: X is greater than Y. If X is greater than Y, the value of X is 8 that we have input. It is greater than Y because the value of Y is 6. So this condition is true. And if this condition is true, then the statement after the then keyword is going to be executed, which is print X. First, this print statement will print the value of X, which is 8, and after that the statement which is written in the string, which is written in double quotation mark, is a larger number, and the statement after the else keyword will be ignored, as we know that one of these statements will be executed, whether either the statements written after the then keyword will be executed or after the else statement will be executed. It depends on this condition. If the condition is true, the statement after the then keyword will be executed, and if it is false, so the statement after the else keyword will be executed. In this case, we have a true condition, so only the statement which is after the then keyword is going to be executed, and this will be the output. So in the last slide, I will be demonstrating this program practically in the QB64 IDE. Don't forget to watch that video. Okay, now we will demonstrate this program practically. First, we will open the QB64 IDE. First, we have to write the CLS command for clear screen. Then we have to write the input statement, which will display the message to unequal number. and the variables are x and y. Now we have to write the if then else statement. If, put the condition, x is greater than y, then print x is the larger value. If the condition is true, this should be printed. Else, print y semicolon the larger value. Remember that when we move to the next line, all the keywords are capitalized automatically. Then we are writing the end statement. Now, if we execute this program, first it will create the .exe file. So now the .exe file is created. It displays the message enter any two unequal numbers. This is just because of this input statement. Here we will input the values according to the order of the variables which appears in the input statement. The first value that we will input here will be stored inside the variable x, and the second value that we will input will be stored inside variable y. For example, I am inputting 8. This is for variable x, comma 6. This is for variable y. So 8 is going to be stored inside x, and y, and 6 is going to be stored inside y variable. And after that, when I press the enter key, the second if then else statement will be executed and it will be evaluated. Now it displays 8 is the larger value, which is true. But the question is that how this statement is executed inside the back screen, what procedure is performed and how it is evaluated. See, whenever the control is moved to this statement, that is line number 3, first of all the if condition is evaluated, which is x is greater than y. It's a decision statement. If x is greater than y, in the above statement we have input the value of x as 8 and the value of y as 6. Now 8 is greater than 6, which is true, and we know that if this condition is true, then the statements following the then keyword will be executed. So after the then keyword we have written print x. What is the value of x? That is 8. And after that we are printing the string message is the larger value, and the statement which appears after the else keyword will be ignored in this case because the condition is true, and then the program ends. Now we will execute this program once again, in which we will input the value of x smaller as compared to the value of y, and then we will see that what will be the answer or output. Start. Now here I will input the value of x is let's say 5, and the value of y is 9. So now here it must display that 9 is the larger value, which is the value of y. See, it displays 9 is the larger value. How it is executed? First, the condition is evaluated, x is greater than y. The value of x is 5 and the value of y is 9. 5 is greater than y, which is false. So in this case, the statement which is written after the then keyword will not be executed, and the statement written after the else keyword is going to be executed in this case, which is print y What is the value of y? That is 9. And after that, the string message which is written inside double quotation mark is printed is the larger value, and then the program ends. So this is how the if and else statement works. It gives you one out of the two possible outputs depending upon the condition whether it is true or false. So I hope you have got the concept of if then else statement clearly. If you have any question and any confusion, you can ask me in the comments, and I will try my best to answer all of your questions. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Okay students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. And one thing I would like to mention, that you must have to practice these programming examples at your home on your laptops and computers, because without practice it's impossible to learn programming, because any skill that we want to learn, we must have to practice it, and programming is also a skill. So without practice it's impossible to learn programming. So you have to practice all these programs. And don't forget to subscribe my channel Computer Tuition Academy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.